Hello. Hello,
Hey
everyone.
guys, how you doing?
It's a Tuesday.
Typical Tuesdays now.
For the
Instead of Thursday.
uninitiated, we do random shit on Tuesdays. On random Tuesdays, there's no schedule. There's like anytime we have an inspiration for like, okay, this is this ridiculous shit we're gonna do, we do it on the Tuesday. And our king of ridiculous shit is Mr. Kushagra, who will be the game master.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we have a very special guest with us, Indrani from Nonagon Dice. Shema, take it away.
No, Kush, take it. I have a break today.
Yes, Kush,
Okay,
you're in charge of
Tani, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hello, everybody. I am Indrani from Daisies and Dragons and Nonagon Dice, if you've heard of either. Over at Daisies and Dragons, we play lots of Indian TTRPG games, interview amazing people, have guests like Shema, and the rest of the TPK folks, hopefully in the near future. And at Nonagon Dice, I make dice, and there's nothing else that's interesting about me, except the fact that I broke a toe today. So there's that. But
Yeah,
that's
she's
all
not
it
going
is.
for an extra yet. She's just sitting here and playing with us because dedication is key.
Just rolling high on those con sales, trying to keep myself up.
We will put her stored links below. Please check it out. It's amazing. It's really fucking
Yeah,
good.
like
Twitter is
Indrani-
already in the description. We'll also add her website and everything.
Yeah.
Indrani is the first dice maker in India. Like that is
That's true.
fucking mad. Like I think that's pretty cool and really bringing the D&D community here. And like we all love seeing like
Custom
every
dice.
new post that she has,
Important.
every new combination she has. Like it's amazing. And right before this, Indrani was just showing us her dice collection. So actually, let's get back.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a little bit
Well-
of show and tell.
this isn't dice that I made. These are just the ones I'm currently obsessed with. These are made by Olivia from at Dungeon Depths. She makes incredible dice, and these I don't know how to show you guys. I'm not a beauty influencer, but they're like liquid core, and like every time you roll
Oh.
them, you can see like a swirly sort of motion happening inside the dice, and the whole set is liquid core, which is amazing and insane. And it is currently the set that I'm obsessed with. But if we went through all the dice, we would be here for like a really long time. Like look at this. This whole thing, it's like bigger than my face.
Yeah. A few favorites would be good, yeah.
Few favorites. All right. you
And
guys got it.
how did you get into dice making? Like when did you start and like what just clicked and suddenly you were like,
Yeah,
okay,
why?
I can do this.
I
Yeah,
will tell
story.
you why. So I started playing D&D, and my first DM, Shubham, who's also a part of Daisies and Dragons,
Yeah.
bought me my first set of dice, and he's like, "Here, you can have these." And for the first like 4 or 5 sessions, I was like, "Yeah, this is great." But when I want to roll like multiple dice, if I'm rolling 3d6, I don't want to roll the same d6 x amount of times, and that sort of was like, "Oh, I should buy more dice." And then that like more dice sort of went into like, I have a problem. And it's you guys might know, like it's hard to find like 3D dice in India. You get like very standard looking ones,
Yeah.
and getting them imported was just too expensive. So I was like, you know what, it will be cheaper to make them myself, which is not the case. I have wasted far too much money on this hobby, but it brings me joy. So I live with it. But it is, if anybody here thinks that it is cheaper to make your own dice, don't do it. It is a rabbit hole that you will never make your way out of. But it is a great one. So if you want to do it, you should. But just fair warning. This is the one that I made. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like we're playing Curse of Strahd, and this is sort of inspired by the game. So there's a rose petal in it, which is brushed with gold, and then there's like gold flakes, and then there's like white mist. I have photos of this on my Instagram, so you guys can go look at it there. But this is my current favorite that I've made. But yeah, and then there's some more, but it's fine. Let's get to the fun stuff.
But
Push the button.
I just have to ask this. How long does it take you to make like a set of dice?
The whole process is a week and a half ish. So there is a downtime where you let the material cure because it needs a long time to cure fully. So the active working hour is I think like 5 to 6 hours per set. So it's
Ah,
very labor intensive, but it's fun.
that's pretty intense. Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
trying to 3D print and it's making my life hell.
Are you using an FDM or an SLA printer?
I
The
am
one
not
with
sure.
the one
I-
with the spool of like plastic or one with liquid resin?
This is the one with the plastic.
Oh yeah, that's an FDM printer. Yeah, those
Yeah.
are fun. We
Yeah.
got one of those like a few. It's like printing on there right now. I'm printing a dice tower,
Oh,
but those are really fun. Like, what have you printed so far?
oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah.
What have
but,
you been printing?
I printed an Oddish planter. So
That's
I'd say that was the best looking thing, And also there is this, a dice holder.
Nice. That's really
So,
cool. Is
yeah,
it one
so-
of those? Oh, I see the
Yeah,
video.
so it's just like pretty cute. Again, like all these dice are from Amazon. Like you said, they're
Shout
very
out to
normal
Amazon.
looking. Yeah.
No shade on people who buy dice from Amazon. I love those dice. I have so many of them. So they're great. But
Yeah.
FDM printing is it's a bit tricky to dial in all the settings. But once you do, I think it like you start getting consistently pigments, and that looks really
Yeah,
nice.
I think it's the problem I had was with the shifting. At some point when it suddenly shifts because of the weight,
Right.
and like if I haven't stuck it down, so that's a problem. But yeah.
If you want me to help you troubleshoot, we can do it after this.
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
Cool.
Let's see. I've been trying to maybe try making my own minis.
That would be awesome. Modeling is a whole beast. in itself.
So Kush,
Okay.
our game master for the night, what do you have for us?
Okay, so this game is called What's Your Role? It's basically a role-playing game.
Okay.
Can you go back to the trigger
And-
warning?
Yeah,
there we
yeah,
go.
going to it. What's your role? That's the game. The trigger warning is don't watch this if you're a dumb bitch.
All right. Time for me to leave.
Oh.
I
Does
can't
that
watch this.
include
So here are the-
participants? Okay,
Honestly,
sorry, go ahead.
the only dumb witches here are pigeons. That's the only thing.
Right. So the rules. A situation will be given to you.
Okay.
4 random characters will be assigned randomly based on a dice roll.
Okay.
Right? Roll straight d20 to find out what you're playing. So basically, whoever rolls the highest gets the 4th character. Whoever rolls the lowest gets the 1st character. The middle guys get the middle characters. And you have
Alright.
to role play them in this situation. You put your argument forward and try to convince the game master, which is me, that you are right in this given situation.
Got it.
You cannot repeat what the last person said, and you can't go off topic. If you do, your turn ends.
Oh no. Okay. Got it.
You get 2 turns per round. And
Okay.
points will be awarded based on the convincibility of the arguments you make and your roleplay ability. Even if your arguments are plain lies, you can totally do that if it's believable.
Got it.
Okay.
Get extra points for trashy jokes and puns. But as always, negative points for being funnier than me.
Okay.
From
Not forget I'm running the show.
Understood.
and Dani, from past experience, I have noticed that the less you shit on the DM, the better.
Got it. All right. Just
Sucking up also helps, but overdoing it doesn't.
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. There's a fine line.
It's a fine line. Yeah.
It's actually a very thick line if you know how to.
And,
Okay, so we'll move to the first situation.
Yep.
An overly concerned queen doesn't allow her son, a sworn paladin, to go outside.
Okay.
As his friend/acquaintance, he pleads for your help. How do you convince the queen? Now, all of you roll and tell me the order. So so you'll know what characters you play.
So that's a D20, right?
Yes.
I rolled a 19.
Oh, nice.
I rolled a 16.
Nice.
A 10.
Nice.
so I
I
think
mean,
Why is it always? Why am I always the lowest roll every damn game?
I don't know.
The last time was just
Maybe you should get some new dice.
yes.
it's not even about new dice. In our games, we roll a virtual dice.
Yeah, and still I get the lowest.
Maybe the real dice could help him. Who knows?
Maybe.
So, Ashwin, You
Yeah.
are playing the king.
Oh, good God.
Jeevan, you're playing the queen's evil twin. Shema, you're playing the prince's
Oh,
secret human lover.
got it. Got it.
And Nandani, you're playing the prince's childhood friend. Now, there's a caveat, a slight one. You all start this game with a DM inspiration. If you feel like you don't want to play the character assigned to you, you can use your inspiration to change into some other character. But you won't know what this other character is. Only once you decide, you'll get to know. Right? You
I'm
can go
fine.
blindly to a different guy. And you have only, there are 5 questions and only one inspiration per person.
I need to ask you something.
Yes.
So, as his friends slash acquaintances, are we all on the same side over here? The king,
You
is he
can
also?
choose.
Okay,
You
I
can
choose where I
If-
stand on this.
And if there's anything that's not mentioned, you can make it up.
Got it. All right.
Okay.
Because the
good.
question is, how do you convince the queen? So I can convince her to either let him out or not let him out. If I'm getting this right.
I'll give you 5 points for being oversmart here.
Hey, Kush, your hair
Um,
looks really nice today.
Yeah,
Minus
the
5 for
lighting. Oh my
bribing.
god.
-5 for bribing both of you.
Oh,
Okay,
Okay.
so you can start in any order. Who wants to go first?
Uh,
How about we start? You want to go first, and Indrani? Then we can go in the
No, no,
reverse.
I think it's only more respectful to have the
Yeah.
king.
Yeah. So let the king go. Let the king go first.
the
So we'll
king.
go 1, 2, 3.
I'm nothing if not courtly.
No. Hmm. Well, my sweet. Uh, I think it would be wise to let him out, explore the world. He's been cooped up in his room for a very long time, and he really does not have any friends. You should let him go. And plus, I am the king. You should listen to me at this point. Isn't that true, darling?
So that's -5 to Ashwin for being patriarchal. Okay,
was
we
like
move
that.
on with the queen's evil twin.
Okay. Here
Also,
comes the voice
anytime-
acting that doesn't exist.
Anytime you guys think someone is going off topic or repeating the same thing, you can just say and we'll end their turn.
All right, cool.
Done. Awesome.
I'm just going to use that.
Do I state a backstory?
You can make shit up.
All right. So, in front of the queen, it's all gonna be like, you know what? Really, he has lived a very sheltered life. And any guy, any person, any budding and up and coming king needs to know how the world works, needs to see the people and grow amongst them. And your son is a sworn paladin. He can take care of himself. He'll go on adventures, say, get his name out there, and make our people proud. And when he comes back, he will be the rightful king and he would have earned his place. And off camera, it's like, the bastard is going to die and then my son is going to become the next king.
Nice. I give 5 points to you for involving a evil backstory. We'll go to the prince's secret human lover next.
So, you see this dragonborn in a suit of armor walk up to the queen and say, "Oh, my queen, you know that I have."
Human lover, it says.
Oh,
human lover,
Oh,
sorry.
thanks for noting this
Oh
down.
no!
It's 5 points to you,
Okay,
Indrani.
so
And
you
yeah.
see this human paladin walk up to the queen and go, "My queen, you know that I have your best interests at heart. I have your son's best interests at heart. I have looked after him for many, many years, teaching him the ways of knighthood. And of course, there's
Nudge, wink, wink.
it's a dangerous world out there, and I do agree with you. If you do feel that it might be too unsafe for him, and then he nudges at the prince and goes like, "I'm telling you, prince, there are horrible things out there. You don't know what could happen. You might be swayed by the vices in the city." And then looks at the queen and said like, my liege, of course, whatever you desire would be perfectly acceptable. We are nothing but your loyal subjects.
Let him out already.
So I'll give -5 points to Shema because she didn't do much convincing.
Yeah.
Just,
I didn't land. I don't know if you were for.
Yeah, whatever you want, but
just
I-
yeah, you do what you want. You're right.
You do
only.
what you want. I will do your son regardless. You do what you want.
Okay,
I
Sanjani's turn
but
now. Princess,
Alright.
childhood
you
friend.
see, this very well dressed bard with like a lyre on her hip walk over, and it's like she looks at the secret lover lady, or I don't know the gender, but she looks at them and she knows they might have ulterior motives for keeping her friend over here. I mean, as someone else said, they might just want to do him. But I turn to the queen and I'm like, do you remember that one time when, milady, I was trapped in the opposing kingdom's prison, and it was your son who came and who saved me, his best friend. He has it in him to go outside, and as a paladin, he's taken that oath. Look at the tattoo on his shoulder. It says that he's taken the oath of conquest. You can't really do much conquering if you're in a bedroom, can you? You need to step outside your chambers to conquer. You need to step into other kingdoms to conquer. There's no
he
much
has
conquering to be
conquered the
done from your
bedroom
own kingdom.
already.
I look
Darling,
at her.
let him out. We should be conquering our bedroom also.
And it is true. It is true. With no kids around, you will have a lot of time to do conquering and other things. Respectfully, my lady. And I will step
He
out.
needs to show the people that he has earned their rightful
But
fealty.
he's too young. He is but just reaching adulthood. I don't think.
Oh, you just want him around to get up to funny business. I see through you.
You see this large, this thing, tall, darkish man start blushing and say, like, "Oh, of course not. I only wish that he becomes fine swordsman.
Which
I don't
he
mean it
will
that
with
way. I don't mean it
experience outside.
Darling, I have a brilliant
Are you-
idea. Why don't you send all of them out together and we will just have this
Hey!
entire palace to ourselves? Maybe the
I am
queen's
too
sister,
old to go adventuring.
maybe you, the sister, can join us. I mean, more the merrier, I always say.
5 points to the king for being horny.
I take up my
Okay.
lyre and I will play them a song about three lovers, two queens and a king. One that I just wrote. I'm like, see, more music
Sing
can
it,
come
sing
this
it.
way. Oh boy.
Sing it. Inga.
Sing it for bonus points.
Sing
Yeah.
it for bonus points? Okay. What is. Wow, you guys have put me on the spot. The bard blushes and is like, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't want to get thrown into the gallows, and I'll put the lyre behind to avoid embarrassing myself further.
Hey, that's gonna have to be -5 points for initiating something and then not doing anything. Okay, so we'll end this round here. And the queen is not convinced overall. So yeah,
Okay,
you did
can
not
I-
succeed.
Can I put in my DM inspiration?
Oh yes, you can.
Since
Oh,
she is
God.
not convinced.
Yeah. So
I'm
now
scared.
you're playing Lady Dara, the oath goddess of the paladin.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. I don't know anything about Lady Dara.
She controls the domain of water and commerce. So water and money.
Okay, you see, as the queen, my queen, you see as tears start to fall down your cheeks, unwittingly, unwarranted by any emotion that you might see in front of you. These tears slowly fall and turn into gold as they drip and settle on your lap. Slowly, you look up and you see a rumbling of clouds fill in the hall as a woman appears out of it. She looks so radiant, so flowing, so liquidy, delicious. Okay, that went a little too bardic, but she looks down at you, and as she reaches out a hand, her hand turns from blue to gold, and she says, as impossible things happen on a daily basis, so will they more often if your son were to venture out forward. By limiting him in a domain that is now only yours and rightfully is yours, he is not able to grow more than he can. He is my oathted paladin. I take him in my favor, and I demand, if not plead, that you set him out.
You don't want to piss off a god, sister.
Yeah, the queen is convinced with this. And what was that thing you? What was that phrase you used? Moist deliciousness. Yeah,
Liquidy
10 points.
deliciousness.
10 points for that. 5 points for the convincing.
Yay! Perfect.
That's this round.
The situation one down. Where's Ashwin?
What do you mean, where's Ashwin? Oh, yeah,
The
he's
king
not
has
here.
the king has gone to take a break.
Yeah, he's conquering with his.
Sorry, I was,
His
conquering the bedroom.
Getting ready in the bedroom.
bad.
Yeah.
I was awfully quick for conquering.
Well, in my old age, it's pretty much dust only.
Did you happen to see the lady as well?
There was a
The
lady.
paladin patron.
I mean, she was watching from the corner, but
She is the lady of liquidy deliciousness.
that's why it was rather slippery
Misty.
today.
Okay, 5
Going
points
on.
for
I'm gonna lean next to my buddy, the prince, and be like, even I can't write this shit up.
All right,
See,
that's the
the
end of
king
this round.
inspires us all.
On
Okay,
to the next situation.
situation 2. We are here. What has happened?
Your party bard is being seduced by a succubus. However, he refuses to believe that the woman of his dreams is a succubus. Convince him, or the succubus will eventually take your friend's life. Can I have your roles, please?
Nah,
Okay.
this is
Oh, shit.
Oh, I got a 2.
Oh, nice.
not 20.
13. Ooh,
Oh.
nice.
Also, this is a birthday present I got from my friend. It's still charging. It's a fucking virtual dice, and I love it. Yeah, it does all this.
Ashwin, what's your role?
14.
14. So, Shema, you are a goblin wizard.
Oh.
Indrani, you are a tabaxi rogue.
Alright.
Ashwin, you are a Kenku monk, playing Kenku for the second time.
Okay.
And Jeevan, you are a kobold fighter. So, bonus action, not bonus action, bonus points. If you can work your class and race, innuendos and such into this.
Okay.
Also, 3 of you still have your inspiration.
Cool.
3? There's 4 people.
No, you
Shema already used it.
Yeah. I
Oh,
used
she
it
did.
last.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What level are we as factors?
If anything that's not mentioned is up to you.
Got it.
So I am standing in the middle of the room and I looked down at myself.